Come see what I can do with embroidery. I'm going to show you right now. Look what I did with Evan. This is just a pillowcase, but he's into his baseball with my grandson. It's fun to do. It's easy to do. This one we've made for everybody with all the different team logos. So much fun. Let me show you the tricks of doing it so easily. First of all I have to do is follow the numbers. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When I come down here, there's number 7, and they're all labeled. I just bring it over here to number 7, and I click it off. Now watch my needle. I'm going to put my presser foot down. Now watch the needle right here. I'm going to just bring this little lever down, and it's going to thread my machine for me every single time perfectly. How cool is that? Let me put the bobbin in. It's totally different than what we've done before. And that's why I think these machines are so much cooler nowadays, is they're so much easier. You put the bobbin in like you're used to, but I'm going to come on over here and cut it off. Now guess what? I never have to bring up my bobbin thread. I never have to turn my hand wheel. I'm ready to sew every single time perfectly. You had to hold the thread, start it, turn it, all that, not no more. I want to bring up a heart. And I'm going to go into my machine, and let's go backwards a little bit. I want to slow down. There's zillions of designs inside the machine. You can just bring up all sorts of them. You bring them up, and you can go right through page after page of them. Lots to do, from flowers, from sports, from kids. Everything is in here. And of course, there's zillions of free designs on the internet. All I have to do is bring one up. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go into my heart. I'm going to bring up a heart. This is something I do all the time whenever a baby's born. It just seems to be my go-to. I'm just going to set it. I want to move it. How easy is this? So I'm going to come on down. I want to move it down because I want it at the bottom of my towel, not at the top. Does that make sense? So now I'm going to just say okay, and I'm going to go into my lettering, and I'm going to choose of all these different styles of lettering. Now guess what? They can go from this small all the way up to this big. So you can change them all. It's very, very easy machine to use. This is so simple to use. That's why I love this machine so much. It's friendly. If I want to size it, if I want to rotate it, it's common sense. So I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to add. And I decided I want this style lettering. I'm going to choose B, and I'm going to put it in medium letters. And I'm going to go and find my R, back, A, you got this, D, E, N. Can you tell I got a new grandbaby? Okay, so now I'm moving him on down. Look, and Braden's going to be right inside this little heart. Let me tell you, when you give a new mom wash rags, and even the grandmas, and they got their names like that in a heart, it just really makes a difference. So I have the embroidery unit on right now. In a few minutes, I'm going to take the embroidery unit off and show you how I can even sew sideways. Okay, so now here I am with Braden, and I put my presser foot down because I didn't have a green light. I got to go to embroidery. I got a green light. Now watch this. I push the green light. It's going to go around and do what's here in my box. So it's like a little leaf. And then that's going to take 2 minutes. Then I'm going to change colors, and it's going to put like a little bulb of flower inside the middle. That's going to take 1 minute, and then when it does Braden, it takes another 2 minutes. That's it. All I have to do is follow this, change the colors as I choose. The whole thing is 5 minutes. So while this is running, let me show you some fun things that we can do with embroidery just real quickly. This is a silly thing, but we embroidered on toilet paper. You want to know what a joke it was at Christmas time, and we had all different sayings? It was a good old time, and it's a lot of fun to be able to do it. You're going to be able to do all the Disney characters. See, I've got a little quilt going where I'm doing my different squares. Look at Daisy Duck. All of them are all quilted. Look, how fun is that? So being able to do it. Now look at this. Do you believe we're making a zippered bag? It's done in the hoop. The number one thing I'm going to tell you is we need a 6x10 hoop at the smallest. The zipper is done inside the hoop. That's a really cool thing to be able to do it. But you're also able to quilt your own. We quilted each piece separately and then sewed them together for a table runner. Isn't that cute? For a candle holder. We did all the embroidery, we quilted it all, and we put a zipper in it. You want to talk about gift giving? That's really, really nice. And you know what else? You do that for all families, even the guys. like them to carry their stuff in them. There's so much in embroidery. I could go on for days and days and hours of how much fun it is. I want you to see what's going on here. What I'm also going to take you into now is to make you imagine how I'm quilting my whole quilts in my embroidery machine. Yes, that's what I said. It's hard to believe, isn't it? See? Can you see that? It looks like it's done on the long arm, huh? So all I have to do is to hoop my fabric. So imagine here, it's got the hoop. Do you remember me telling you a 6 by 10 inch hoop is what's important? Please believe me. 6 by 10, zip it around here. It'll go around and do the design. It'll stop when I get done. I'm going to re-hoop it, and it's going to go run around and do the other designs. There's tons of designs available for you to be able to do this type of work on your embroidery machine to enhance your sewing. So this is a long arm design that can be done on embroidery machines too. How cool is that? It came to an end. It cut my thread for me. It cut my bobbin thread. I don't have to do anything like that because we don't do that no more on our cool sewing machines. Okay, we're going to cut the thread here, and I'm going to pull it right down from the bobbin. I'm done with that color, and now I want to thread it up because, see, it wants color number 2. So now my green is down. By the way, I have full videos of usage classes on how to operate these things inside and out so that you will find it very easy to learn. It's very user-friendly. Do you notice how it finds its own spot up there? Do you know how many times you turn your hand wheel to make sure it goes in the right spot? I don't have to do that no more. Now take a look, and I come over here to number 7, and I'm going to cut it off. Back to the same thing I just showed you. I put the presser foot down, I thread it. Now, do you see I got a green light? Guess what? Tells me to go. Okay, so I did my embroidery. I put my braiding on there. Come on, it's really pretty cool, isn't it? So all I have to do is take it out of the hoop. Learning about stabilizer and all the different things that we use, we teach you. It's very simple, but it's a learning process. I've got all the classes for you to be able to do that. Look how it did braiding for me, and look how it did the flower. Trim it up a little bit, and you got a perfect, awesome sample. Remember the quilt labels on the back of your quilts. It's absolutely silly that you folks are making quilts and then you're not putting your name on them and a message of love to who gets it. So those kind of things can be done on an embroidery machine. Very simple. I'm going back to one more thing, and then I want to show you how cool a sewing machine part is. When you see me sew sideways, it's going to blow your mind. Now, take a look here. Do you see how on this quilt I chose just to do a centerpiece? Custom quilting, that's how it's done. We did take the decorative stitches of the sewing machine and put around them, but we quilted each corner, each square with the embroidery machine. So you do that in long arm quilting when you want to do professional stuff. You can do it all also on this sewing machine in your own home. You can save a lot of money not sending it out to a long armor. But don't you love the look? It's just really cool to be able to do. It blows our mind how fun those things are and how beautiful that they get. Now the greatest thing about this machine is there's an Art Spira app that Brother has made. And all I have to do is click this on my iPhone. It's very simple to do. There's free designs on it every single month. There's over 1,800 new designs. And guess what? All the Disney characters are on there. So you can get those and download them on your phone, click a button, and it goes into your sewing machine. Now let me show you the coolest sewing features on sewing machines today. I have it threaded. I already showed you how to thread. I already showed you how to put the bobbin in. But this is what I want you to see. You're going to sew along. You're going to reverse. And just say I was done there. I just reach over to my scissors and cut the thread and lift up the presser foot for me, and here I am. Look how clean that was. Do you see how beautiful it is? Now watch. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to go start again. I put my presser foot down. This is my presser foot up and down. This is my scissors. This is my needle up and down. So if I want my needle down in the material to hold it or up in the material. Now this one next here is my favorite of them all. Here's my reverse. I do not have to use a foot control. I can use the stop-start button like I did in embroidery if I chose to. I'm old. I'm used to a foot control. It's okay by me. This one over here, just last thing, is a speed control. I'll tell you what, I've got some youngsters we're teaching sewing around here, and I put this down on half speed. It is fabulous for them. So now I'm going to use my presser foot down. I'm not having to go back there like you are. I'm going to tell it to reverse. By being on number 3, it's going to go forward 3 stitches, watch. It's going to go backward 3 stitches, but then watch when I get down. I want to stop right there. Look it's knotting. I cut my threads, I lift my presser foot up, and watch, look how clean that is. So I can do reverse, but if you notice my reverse, the 3 stitches, the stitches are on top of each other. Now look over here, it's going to bury it to the bottom, and it's knotted. This is big stuff. I want to go back to basics because you can have all sorts of fun things on a sewing machine, but if you don't have quality, it's worthless. And that's what's out there now. I suggest you try this. I'm going to go and sew on my denim. I got 3 layers right here. This is heavy stuff. I'm going up to 6. Do you believe it? And I'm going to go right on up to 8. I'm going through 9 layers of denim. Of course I can go fast. It's got the power. The trick is it can go slow. Isn't that awesome? You know how many times you couldn't get through it, where you're going to watch me just walk over with it with ease. The cool thing about it is this machine has got all the quality features of anybody would want, but it's also got the fun embroidery and tons of decorative stitches. These aren't just silly things. There's important reasons for every one of these stitches. You got candle wicking, 6 sizes of double needles. You got lots of stuff you're going to be able to do with it, and I've got the classes for you to learn it all. I'm going to show you one more thing of basics, just so you can get a feel. But I always tell people there's 7 stitches you absolutely have to buy. There's 3 quality features. This has all the quality features and decorative features. I'm going to go to stitch number 19. All I have to do is go over, and voila. Now this machine's got some more treasures for me. Watch here. This is called tri-motion. Can you see how it's going sideways but goes up? It's dancing. Now watch what I'm going to do. This is my seams. It's knotting. All right, now watch. Cut my threads for me. Do you see how beautiful that is? Now watch here. So that's my seam. Nice. You know, you always have to mend athletic wear. All right, now watch this. It's going to stretch like crazy. Now here's the trick. It pulls back into shape. So there's lots of sewing machines out there that might have a lot of stitches, but if they don't have the important stitches, they aren't doing the job for you, and you won't use them because they won't do it for you. So I always like you to have a wonderful buttonhole, the basic quilt stitches, all the embroidery stitches, and the basic 10 stitches that you need for everyday sewing. One more thing I'm going to show you is free motion. This is my free motion foot that goes right on your machine, and it comes with it. I'm going to show you how to do free motion, and you're going to have a lot of fun doing different things. Let's get started in free motion now. Free motion means that I lower my feed dogs and I'm in control instead of the sewing machine. This is one of the easiest things to do that everybody fights. Let me show you a couple of hints, and then in our classes I'll get you organized and straightened out and knowing how easy it is. Now take a look at the table. This is an extra accessory that goes onto the machine. It is well worth it if you're going to do a lot of quilting. It is not necessary to do free motion. It makes your job easier. So let me show you what free motion is. Now what I want to do is I have my foot on. I just use a regular straight stitch, but I've lowered my bead dogs. Now take a look here so you kind of understand what I'm doing. Do you see how pretty? It's just a panel. And panels are great ways for you to learn so that you can, I'm going to teach you how to go east and west. That's all done here. Let me show you, and then let me come back to these samples and they'll make a little bit more sense to you. When we teach you free motion, what you're going to do is move the material wherever you want to go. You can do stippling, follow the teddy bear on your fabric. That means I'm quilting my fabric however I chose to do it. It's just like going around. So let me show you real quick in 2 seconds how to do it easy way. I do have stronger classes for you. I want you to learn to take your machine to go north and south. See how my fabric is staying in the same spot? Right? Now guess what? Now we can do L's and we can do loops, and you're on your own. Shoulders down, folks. Isn't that cool? Now let me just show you. I turned my fabric and I went east to west. How easy was that? Came over here, east to west. Here I went around my loops. Do you see how something that's this gorgeous isn't as hard as what you think when you understand what you're doing? We always start off with, because we're making you do your curves, we're making you go east and west, north and south, just tons of fun. It's another act of quilting that you really need to get comfortable with and very easy with. This machine is going to do everything. This machine is a full 6x10 embroidery hoop. It's a full quilting machine. It's got plenty of stitches. There's nothing you're going to want to be able to have that this machine doesn't do. I really enjoy it the most because of the ease of operation. The Artspira app does it for me. There's 1,800 designs. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Disney characters. It's fabulous. You can go on to Artspira on the app, write your signature, send it to the machine wirelessly, and it will stitch out your signature. So it's a machine that does it all. What I love about this machine is that you're not going to grow out of it. It does a little bit of everything, and it's just incredible quality. We can ship this to any place in the country. I have all the online classes. So everything that the machines can do, everything that we do in our regular store for our customers, my son has built a school, and he has videoed us doing all sorts of things on this machine that are coming to you when you buy it absolutely free. Now I'm going to offer you a few bonus classes. What I have got, I made myself, is called Beyond the Basics. It's all the tricks of all the things from double needlework, hemming, corded buttonholes, off the fabric blind temps. You'll never hand sew again. We also have a full line of classes that is our usage classes that we put all of our customers through. And it takes 8 to 10 hours to do that on a machine like this. And we have made more videos for you to be able to do strictly on this machine that you can watch in your house for the rest of your life. We want you to love this machine as much as I do. And we want you to use all the features. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe so you won't miss future tutorials. For more help, visit sewitonline.com. Join our little community and keep making beautiful things. Bye for now. Happy sewing.